Greetings, y'all. It's your Knock Peter Mata, and welcome back to another episode of Golf Stories Podcast. I'm, of course, joined here by PGA Tour caddy Derell Atten. Derell, we're at the end of the road for the 21-22 season. What's up, man?
I mean, we made it here. The finale, East Lake. I mean, I didn't even think I could make it halfway, let alone get to East Lake. I mean, I thought I was going to stop at the Honda Classic. So it's nice to be here. Shout out to people who've been kind of following along and, been wanting to listen to us. I know there's a couple guys that reach out to me, on private messages here and there that they definitely like our stuff. So it definitely keeps me going. I know it's a small following, but it's a following, but all good either way.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. And you know what? Last episode, we got like one of our higher views randomly. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I think also one of my videos is also kind of going viral a year later. So I don't know. Well, if you're a new audience member or if you've been following along, thank you. We're not going to be done yet after this tournament. We're going to keep going to the end of the year. We'll go into the new season. But this is the end of the playoffs for the 21-22 season. And yeah, I mean, it's been 31 weeks.
It's been,
31 episodes. That's no joke. We've showed up and we've done it and done our darn best as far as breaking everything down and trying to even make the picks and everything like that. So yeah, let's get it going. Starting first, as we always do, with the result from last week. Patrick Cantlay, Patty Ice, going back to back. First time. That's actually quite surprising in the playoff event that anyone's ever gone back to back in a tournament. Granted, they go different courses every year, but still, it's still surprising. But what are your thoughts, Derell? Of course, I'm sure you followed along with it.
I didn't get to follow along as much as I would have wanted. I actually, for Saturday and Sunday, club caddy hustling at Cypress Point. So definitely did that hustle. So definitely took a lot of time from me viewing a lot of golf. But I've seen some of the highlights. Again, with this second playoff event, everybody's really peaking in a sense, right? Because to get it in the top 70, everybody's been playing well. Mm-hmm. So it's really hard not to. But then the cream of the crop of that 70 is rising, and look who's there. Patty Ice. He has already had a great season. Not surprised. But on my end, it definitely was cool to see Scott Stallings up there and trying to make a charge. Definitely, a guy that you haven't seen in a while and trying to, make a run for it. And it actually worked out because he ended up getting to, East Lake and all good to go. Didn't hoist the trophy, but he's there.
Yeah. Yeah. He was proud of it too. He was signing little things for, making his first tour championship and everything like that. So, I mean, that's still a great accomplishment, man. He was my dark horse pick. I sent to you that message because Cantlay got a lucky bounce on that 17th hole. And you know what? Immediately when I saw that bounce, I was like, he's going to make a birdie here. That's what's going to happen. And sure enough, he did. But yes, Stallings put up a great fight. I put $5 on him, man. And I would have fetched me a nice $500. But what are you going to do? Patty Ice has been due as well as far as individual tournaments this year. And, he did play good. It's not like he got lucky. Just that one break didn't completely do it for him. He played some great golf all the way through this whole season and specifically this tournament. Your boy Scheffler, your pick last week.
I know he was creeping.
Yeah.
I definitely was taking a peek on that on leaderboards, but didn't get it done. All good. Yeah. We got another week this week.
Yeah, he's racking up again those top finishes. He missed a little putt there in the end, but third place, and it solidifies himself as the number 1 seed going into the Tour Championship. Also, really fun to watch during usually this last event before the Tour Championship is seeing guys trying to make it to a Tour Championship. That's a tournament within the tournament. Guys like K.H. Lee, who last year I had put a bet on him in the BMW to win, and he collapsed late last year to just miss the Tour Championship. Made it this year. Got a great final round to get in. Sahith, our guy who we've been trying to pull along the finish line, did actually finish off a big time tournament last week with his finish there and making a clutch little 7-footer to get in the Tour Championship.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to comment on that real quick. I think
Yeah.
as a rookie
Mhm.
to get to the Tour Championship is a big deal. I mean, keeping your card typically is one of the first goals of rookies,
Mhm.
but to get to the Tour Championship, unreal. On top of not winning an event,
Right.
I think there's multiple winners that weren't able to get in,
Mhm.
right? And a guy like Sahith is got there, and that for me cool to
Mhm.
see. And a year ago he was in Corn Ferry Finals,
Right.
so
Yeah. That's a life changer. I mean, you get
it's a
into
life
everything.
changing.
You get into everything next year with the top 30, and obviously you get this tournament, no cut, and get the experience, and hey, no free money, free reeling. Guys like again like KH Lee made it. Cameron Young probably going to be the rookie of the year. Made it. Davis Riley just missed it. Actually, I think he was one of the first guys out.
Yeah,
Another rookie, but still to be that
this
close.
rookie class is unreal. And I thought the year that I was in that like rookie class stable was good. This definitely is making a mark on it.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Really bright future for these guys. Adam Scott made it by the hair of his chin with a little up and down from the bunker. So it's always fun to watch those guys kind of struggle it out. And it means something to them. I mean, like I said, the exemptions and free money on this last tournament, and just the pride of being the top 30 in this year. So hats off to those guys. Any last things from the BMW that caught your eye? Xander Schauffele was up there as well. Anything else?
Nothing too crazy. Just I know BMW as an event for caddies treats us really well. They're definitely. I think typically every year. I think I'm not 100% sure this year because I haven't really asked around, but typically every year caddies even get lockers.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
so
okay, yeah,
caddies typically get lockers. So that definitely is a cool thing for fun fact for BMW championships.
Okay, right on BMW, and they always go to some nice courses. I tell you what, Delaware seemed very nice. First time seeing Wilmington Country Club held up nicely. I would love to play there one day. It looked absolutely pristine, and definitely tougher. I think the course held up pretty good, thick rough and girthy length and everything like that. Some of those par 3 shots were intimidating. Rory got a friggin' 8 or triple or something like that on the first day. So, I kind of underestimated the water holes on a few of the holes there last week, but it was really cool to see this week with the BMW, and another good week. And we move on to the piece of resistance, the Tour Championship, where they have a new format from 3 years ago. They started the new format where they, stagger the leaderboard.
You basically start whatever.
Yeah, you get a handicap, which I guess, hey, I mean, that's what we do in golf for we're us amateurs. Of course, you can see the last time they had it as a regular tournament, Mr. TW, everyone remembers.
Oh, that was unreal.
His 80th win with, I mean, just a whole stadium of people just crowding around. It was just what a event that was. I can't believe it's been 4 years since then. Time has just flown by. But yeah, I mean, Eastlake been hosting the tournament for, I think, since it's been in the FedEx Cup. Really tough course. 7,300 yards, par 70. I do like that they did change last hole. They flipped 9.
Yeah, from the
ending on a par 5, a little bit more exciting, and it is a tough. It's a risk reward par 5 in a sense. So yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't think you've been there, Derell, but
no, I haven't.
Could you talk a little bit about what people are saying about it?
I mean, normally it's a tough golf course and it's a hard walk. I've heard that. Again, it's a fitting place for it to be where the Tour Championship is, because it's not just your easy golf course and almost everybody's in it. You need to golf your ball, which I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, it's par is protected here for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it might not be like as long as like last week, 7,300 or so. but the rough here, I just know it just plays so
Yeah.
brutal, and the greens are usually firm and fast, and premium on fairways, and hell, you have to scramble your ball a little bit, and
Right.
you're gonna miss some fairways, so you're gonna have to scramble. And then I think they also just throwing in this whole like basically handicap system into this last event even changes it up. What do you feel about that the handicap system they developed?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, they're always trying to make things better for the players and the fans. So it is what it is. I think I haven't heard too much uproar on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's not that big of a deal. So it is what it is, and we just go deal with it and play with it. So
Yeah.
until you hear a bunch of people complain, because then they've been trying to change the system for many years, just because they felt like it's fair, not fair, and so this is the system that is fourth right now, and we're just gonna go with it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I do think I don't know. It's tough because I mean, like it eventually like Sky Shepherd's got 4 wins this year, and
Yeah,
it equates to 2 shots. Granted, they're pros. I mean, that's a pretty big advantage no matter what. But I mean, you still got 4 days ahead of you. So I don't know. I kind of wish I don't know. It's always changing the FedEx Cup and everything like that, and I'm sure they're gonna keep looking at it. But feel like it should just be like one tournament, the playoffs, in my opinion.
yeah.
Just because I mean, hey, like I said, Scotty Scheffler, you're rewarding the season end thing. Hey, that's just my thoughts. I think you reward that a little bit more than the 2 shots. But we carry on, and we'll do it the format that's bestowed upon us. I guess it's time to talk about some of the picks that we want to do.
Get it. We'll go for it. We'll get you going.
Alrighty. So we got a very, I would say, high percentage to hit.
I mean, we need to get this thing done.
I mean, there's still only 30 guys, right?
I mean, a preview of I mean, if you guys know me, I'm going heavy hitter.
Okay.
I'm going heavy hitter for my so
me likey. I mean, hey, I hope we have different players so that we have 6 out of 30. So I mean, 29. By the way, Will Zalatoris withdrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it's getting better. Our odds are getting better.
Yeah, they're getting better as we speak. Yeah, so I'll start us off. Tough to choose with all these good players. But it was weird when I saw this. I saw Sepp Straka, 100-1 odds on CBS. And I looked on the little handicap or whatever where he's at. He's 4 under. He's only 6 shots back, and they're giving him 100-1 odds. The reason I do like Sepp, he's Georgia boy. We're in Georgia.
Yep.
And used to playing in Bermuda and everything like that. And, the form is starting to come around. Obviously, just came in second. So, I mean, I like that. 100-1, and he's only 6 shots back. I mean, could play spoiler. So that's my dark horse pick.
Okay, well, I'm going to go dark horse. I mean, 81, is that really a dark horse?
I guess.
I mean, but I'm going dark horse at 80-1. I'm going the Canadian Corey Connors.
Corey Connors.
This is my heavy hitter episode.
Yes.
So going 8, and again, he's playing. At the end of the day, most of these guys are playing well, right?
Yeah.
So we can't really. It's hard to. This is what I live up for in relation to picks.
Yeah. Yep. Corey Connors, the ball striking stallion he is.
Yep.
And, he's 1 under, so he's got some room to make.
Got some work to do, but when you ball strike it like that guy, he's gonna have a lot of looks. So I favor it.
That's true. Hey, make 18 pars. I'm sure you might gain some strokes and gain some ground on people. So, and he's plenty capable to pretty much hit every green out there. And it's going to be very useful with his ball striking. 80-1. I like it. I like it as a dark horse. My contender pick. The odds are kind of weird because there's only 30 players. I'm going to go 20-1 Cameron Smith. I mean, that's kind of weird to say that he's just a contender, but I'm just going to do it. I mean, who's really keeping check on us on here anyway? So
okay.
20-1. He's 4 under. He's 6 back. So let's see just to see the odds. He's 20-1, and Straka is 100-1, and they're starting at the same spot. So of course Smith, 3-time winner this year, Players and Open Championship winner. So why not a Tour Championship winner as well?
Just add it in there.
Yeah, might
Nice.
as well.
Definitely like that. Well, I'm going with a guy that's 25-1 for my contender. I'm going Sung J M. I think Machine. I think last I checked, he lives in Atlanta.
Georgia boy as well.
He's Georgia boy in some light. So I'm going 25-1 Sung J M. Let's go.
Yeah, I like it. I was eyeing that too. I'm liking that we're picking different guys. He's a machine. It's gonna hit a bunch of greens for me. Smith is gonna scramble his butt off as he does, and so we'll just go with it. My winner pick, going homer pick. I could go heavy hitter with the other guys, but I'm going homer. Sam Burns, 5 under. That's straight from LSU homeland. That's all I'm going with. He's loves Bermuda. Playing down here in the South and having a hell of a season. So, 5 back, I think, and only 3 other guys ahead of him. I think he can chase him down. I think he's in a prime position to kind of sneak up and take it. So that's the story I'm going with. Sammy Burns.
I like it. I mean, you got to go with what your heart is, and a guy that's also playing well. And I'm going where my heart is, and I'm going, at 9-1.
Here we go.
Going Rory McIlroy. Let's go.
Here we go.
I think it's time. Let's do it. Guys like him show up, so I want to see him show up. All this talk, these meetings, these whatever collabs. Like let's show some golf.
Yep.
So, and I think for me, I think that encourages Rory and gets him fired up. So I think he's gonna want to show you, like, hey, I'm winning the FedEx Cup, and this and that, and be on the PGA Tour. So let's go.
Yes, indeed. That's your boy, man. Hey,
that's my boy. This is the heavy hitter pick episode.
Yes, sir. 4. He's starting at 4 under. Again, ground to work with. It's funny that we didn't take any of the top 3, but we got our favorites. So, hey, so sue us. It's our favorite picks this week. Rory, it would be the first time he'd be a 3-time winner of the FedEx Cup, and he's won obviously on this course before, both ways. So, hey, he knows it. He knows how to play it, and feels like he's been pacing himself these past 2 playoff events to eventually get to this part, and he seems due. He seems due to break out for another big win. I like it. So they have obviously Scheffler starting at 10 under. Cantlay, basically call him Mr. August if he wins this one. He's at 8 under. And Schauffele, a guy that just absolutely loves this course. He's 3rd. He's at 6 under. It's tough to go against them, but I guess we just don't want them to win.
4 days of golf. There's a lot that can happen both ways. I mean, 4 days in golf can be plenty of days to just run away with it, or 4 days can be, put everybody back in there.
Yes, yeah, exactly, and especially like a course like this. And it's really wide open. Tough to see, again, going back to Zalatoris not being able to play. Got a herniated disc, man, and also not going to play the President's Cup, I hear. So
yeah,
that's tough. So it's a great thing that he got the monkey off his back a couple weeks ago. So we'll keep him in our thoughts. Hopefully he recovers well and see him back and break out next year with more dubs to come. Willie Zal. But yeah, I think we got some good picks, and I think we'll see what happens. You did mention some collabs and Rory being in the news. Guess you want to talk about? There's some more things unraveling from.
There's. I mean, you could lead it off. I mean, there's so many things that I see. I don't even know what to believe and what not to believe. So, until really like a lot of it like builds up, I just kind of just read it real quick and I see the headlines. I just don't really dive into the articles yet.
Yeah.
Obviously, as it gets closer, I'm definitely diving in more than I would.
Same here. I mean, so the things that I'm referring to, I guess, is like the Tiger and Rory are talking like about like basically a tour inside a tour.
Yeah, like a stadium.
Yeah, that.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but I mean, we'll look into it.
It's interesting. It did catch my ear, that stadium part of it. I'm like, okay, hey, that's innovative. That's something that I mean, if they're going to go, they're against Live right now, so
Right.
that's something different. Like the 18 tournaments were the top 60 and what, like something like 20 million, $25 million purses, like that. I've heard that's on the table. So those are just interesting rumors. Obviously, we don't know what's concrete, but a lot of things in the work, and I guess it's a good thing. Hey, it's reactive and responsive to Live, but hey, at least something's being thought of, and I think it's for the betterment.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. It's just interesting to hear about. It's something so different that we're not used to in the game of golf, and with big names like Tiger and Rory being very heavily involved.
Right.
So yeah, I guess wait and see, and then Liv's got to kind of coming up in a couple of weeks, so we'll get more into that, and I'm sure more names will be spilled as far as who's going over. But yeah, you got anything else as far as things that experience from watching the Tour Championship or times in Georgia or whatever, Atlanta?
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind really is, after caddying for Hunter for a year, he was in that playoff with Bill Haas and that water. And so that now speaks to me more than it did back then, because now I have a, relationship and got to, know him firsthand. And it's crazy because now that you think of it, like he doesn't get it up and down. Like we're looking at a whole different, FedEx Cup champion. And then two, the other part of that issue is like that water every year has always been a lot of water. Yeah. But the one year that they decide to do this, there's like, it's dry. And so you see all that, how things could have changed and stuff like that. So it's just cool to see. I mean, I just, at the end of the day, like it's nice to be, around golf and talk about it like this with you. And like I said, just all the experiences.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was such a sliding door moment. I've heard interviews recently with Hunter. He's talking about, he's just like us. He's like, there's no way he's going to get this up and down. I've got the 2-putt. I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
And Bill Haas, I mean, spins it out of there, which I've never tried, but I'm sure that's not something that normally happens.
Right.
You give him a bucket of balls, how many other times is he going to do that? How many times is the ball going to end up like that? Like you just said, the water is usually high. So it's a one out of one type of thing. And those are the type of cool things that have come from this playoffs and tournament at East Lake. Of course, like I said, Tiger's a memorable one. Rory right after, the year after. Kind of him and
Furyk with the backwards hat.
Yeah, Furyk with the backwards hat. I mean, Camilo Villegas.
Yeah,
thought he was going to be a big all-star after winning back-to-back playoff events. I mean, just Billy Horschel having his run and in such a great way. So, yeah, lots of cool little memories from this course and everything. Atlanta's a big city. They got a nice Olympic Park, for those who don't know, with like the Coca-Cola thing and museum. So if you're ever in that area, it's a cool thing to check out. Really big city. And I think this course itself is a great host for the Tour Championship. And looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see how this season ends up. Any last things, Derell?
All good on my end. Anything you want to say? We'll chalk it up next week.
Yes, indeed. Well, not quite next week. Well, a couple weeks from now, because we're not gonna, because the tour doesn't start up again. I think.
We can. I mean, for the people that follow, we can do
we could do a recap.
Yeah, we'll do a recap next. I mean, I don't mind doing a recap if you're up for it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like a 10-minute.
Yeah.
Might as well. Hey.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want, right? Yeah.
For sure. And then see if there's any news and go from there.
Yeah, sounds good with me. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else, but it's been a fun season to cover, and hopefully we can get a pick down here to end it the proper way.
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did go with 6 different players. So the
Yeah,
odds
yeah.
are in our favor, I would think. Yeah. So all right, Derell, always fun talking with y'all, with you, and y'all know what to do, audience members. Comment below. Let us know who you think is gonna win it, and you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment below. Your words mean something to us.
There, guys.